Job was a man of great faith. He lived in the land of Uz. He was blessed with immense wealth and a loving family. Job was considered the greatest man of his time in the East. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters. His flocks and herds were vast. His heart was filled with righteousness. Job was known for his integrity and his fear of God. He was blameless in his conduct. He always sought to please God. He offered sacrifices and prayed for his family. Job was a beacon of faith and a testament to God's blessings. Job's sons would often hold feasts at their homes. They would invite their sisters to join them. After a cycle of feasts, Job would make sacrifices for each of his children. He worried that they might have sinned unknowingly. He wanted to ensure their spiritual well-being. Job's piety was unwavering. He never took his blessings for granted. He constantly sought to honor God in all that he did. His life was a testament to his deep-rooted faith. Job's story is a powerful reminder of the importance of faith. It teaches us that even in the midst of prosperity, we should never forget God. Like Job, we should strive to live lives of integrity and obedience. We should be thankful for our blessings. We should always seek to honor God. Job's unwavering faith serves as an inspiration for all who believe. It reminds us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in our relationship with the divine. Unbeknownst to Job, a celestial drama was unfolding. In the heavenly realms, Satan appeared before God. God pointed to Job as an example of a faithful servant. Satan challenged God. He claimed that Job's piety was due to his comfortable life. He suggested that Job would curse God if he lost everything. God allowed Satan to test Job's faith. However, he forbade Satan from harming Job physically. A series of calamities befell Job. Sabaeans raided his lands, stealing his oxen and donkeys. Fire from heaven consumed his sheep and shepherds. Chaldeans attacked, taking his camels and killing his servants. Finally, a great wind destroyed the house where his children were feasting. All of Job's children perished. In a single day, Job lost his wealth, his possessions, and his beloved children. Yet in the face of this unimaginable tragedy, Job did not curse God. Instead, he tore his robe, shaved his head in mourning, and worshipped. "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised," he declared. Job's faith was truly tested. He had lost everything dear to him. The pain and suffering were immeasurable. But through it all, Job remained steadfast in his belief. He refused to blame God. He continued to praise the Lord's name. This unwavering faith in the face of adversity is the hallmark of Job's character. Job's suffering did not end there. Satan afflicted him with painful sores from head to toe. Job sat in ashes, scraping his skin with a piece of broken pottery. His wife, overwhelmed by grief, urged him to curse God and die. "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die," she cried. But Job refused. "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" he responded. 3 of Job's friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, came to comfort him. They sat with him in silence for 7 days and nights, unable to find words for his immense suffering. When they finally spoke, they suggested that Job's suffering was punishment for hidden sins. They argued that God is just and punishes the wicked. Job, however, maintained his innocence. He questioned God's justice. He lamented his fate and yearned for an explanation. The dialogues between Job and his friends are a testament to the complexities of faith and suffering. They grapple with questions that have resonated throughout human history. Why do the righteous suffer? Is suffering always a consequence of sin? Is God just? And if so, how can we reconcile his justice with the reality of suffering? Finally, God answered Job out of a whirlwind. He questioned Job's understanding of creation. He reminded Job of his power and wisdom. God asked, "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set, or who laid its cornerstone?" Job, humbled and overwhelmed, acknowledged God's sovereignty and his own limited understanding. He repented in dust and ashes. God rebuked Job's friends for their misguided counsel. He instructed them to offer sacrifices and to ask for Job's forgiveness. God then restored Job's fortunes twofold. He blessed him with twice as many livestock, 7 sons and 3 daughters, even more beautiful than his first. Job lived a long and prosperous life after that, seeing his children and grandchildren thrive. The story of Job is a powerful exploration of faith, suffering, and the mystery of God's ways. It teaches us that faith is not about avoiding suffering but about remaining steadfast in our belief, even in the darkest of times. It reminds us that God is sovereign, His ways are higher than our ways, and His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Ultimately, the story of Job offers hope. It reminds us that even in the midst of suffering, God is present, He cares, and He can restore what has been lost.